Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Rajat. Today we are going to talk about in this SAS playlist what is fine classing, what is coarse classing, how the weight of evidence is calculated. Along with that, I will show you some SAS code hands on in the SAS University edition. What does that mean? So you will be able to execute this whole SAS code free of cost on your system also. I will give you the code also, which you will be able to download from the GitHub repository. So before going there, let me be precise without wasting your time. So see, first of all, whenever you are giving a loan in a bank, okay, so for that you need to make sure that you are properly assessing how much risk is involved with the person. So there are some important factors when you are giving a loan. So let's say there is a person A. This person A is having a very high income. Let's say he is earning $10,000 per month. Then I have a person B. He has an earning of, let's say, $2,500 per month. So obviously there is a chance that person A will not default the loan. Both of them have taken a loan. Now, in a layman language, you can say this person have higher cash earning. So there is a low chances that this person will default. At the same stage, this person has a little low earning. So there is a high chance of default if I give the loan to this person. So you can say that income is going up, then chances of default are going down. I think you can see, you cannot see it because of me. Yeah, now you can see it, right? So see, the more the income is going up, the default percentage is likely to go down. Similarly, the person who is having more experience in any sector, let's say any person is working in IT sector for 10 years would be having obviously much more experience. It's easy for them to get a job compared to a person who's having 2 years. So in that case also, if experience is increasing, there are slightly less chances to go default. Obviously, what is the meaning of default? Default means that they are not able to pay the money. That is simple default. So the people with higher income, higher experience are more likely to pay the money on time. Okay, this is a very good example to understand why this concept of fine classing and coarse classing is coming. Now there are so many type of variable you have in your SAS data. So before I go to the SAS code, I need to make sure that you should understand the concept of fine and coarse classing. So let's say I have this income variable, then I have experience variable. I have 10,000 customer in my database. Everybody have some different experience. Some of them will have common experience. Some have 1.5, some have 1.7, some have 2.3, some have 2.7. I am talking about experience wise. Obviously, years and month and days will be different for them. So it's very much confusing for the model to properly understand that particular column, which is of experience. Now what I will do, using this concept of fine classing, I will make bins. So binning is the concept. If you say that what is binning? Binning is to create some bins on the basis of some particular values. So for example, I have experience level. So I will create a bin from 1 to 3 years of experience in a single bin, then 3 to 5 together, then 5 to 7 together. So now I have these 3 bins. So this process is known as fine classing. It's very simple. Okay, I hope you all got it. It's very easy. On the same page, if you see, again, if I want to simplify it more, why I would do that? After calculating the weight of evidence, that is known as what is the overall prediction power of this column. After checking the weight of evidence of each bin, I will club some of the bins together again. So this is right now 3 bins. I can basically group them into 2. So this 1 to 5 will be a single bin and this 5 to 7 will be a single. Anything can happen. So let me explain it a bit more. Let's say after fine classing, I made it. So I took an example of experience. Now let me take an example of income. So for fine classing, what I do for the income, there are some bins I created. Let's say all the people from 1000 to 3000 income, then from 3000 to 5000, 5000 to 7000, 7000 to 15,000. So these are 4 bins I have. This is fine classing. Now I notice that when I'm calculating the weight of evidence for each of this bin, there are some values. Let's say for this bin the value is 0.5. First bin, this one. This one have a value of 0.7. This bin have a weight of evidence, let's say 1. This bin have a weight of evidence, let's say 1.5. So I see that these two values are pretty much closer together. So now I will use the coarse classing. This concept is known as coarse classing. I will create a bin of 1000 to 5000 directly. And the weight of evidence will be the average of 0.5 and 0.7. And then second bin will be from 5000 to 7000, as it is the weight of evidence will be 1, and third bin will be 7000 so to 15,000. The weight of evidence will be same. So this is very easy concept. I hope all of you got it. Basically the whole objective was here to make you understand fine and coarse classing. How we do that in the coding level, I will just take you through. Let me remove this and let me explain the table which you can see on your screen. Okay, let's quickly remove all this which I mentioned. Now let's go back. Let's talk about this table. If you see, so weight of evidence is what? Weight of evidence is a proof that what is the overall prediction power, what is the accuracy of any single particular column. If you see here, weight of evidence is WOE, short form. And what is the formula? Log of percentage of non-event. What can be non-event? Let's say I was calculating the default of loans. So non-default, percentage of non-default divided by percentage of default. Similarly, you see another formula, both meaning same only, that percentage of good. What is good? Non-default is good, then percentage of bad. So this is the simple equation you need to remember. Weight log of percentage of good divided by percentage of bad. Now how you calculate it? Okay, so let me show, as I mentioned about fine classing. So let's say we have income band 0 to 5000, you have 5000 to 20,000, then similarly I have so many bins. Okay, now out of all this bin, I am setting up a value of minimum. Like what is the minimum value of the bin? What is the maximum value? So that is a income range. Now weight of evidence is calculated on the basis of that. You already have, when you build a model which is your maybe PD model, in your, let me mention PD model, probability of default model, you have good and bad customers already identify. Obviously this is a matrix which you are calculating after building the complete model. So what you are checking, you will be calculating weight of evidence. Now here weight of evidence is pretty much easy, right? That percentage of good, percentage of bad, which will be there in your code already in SAS. Okay, using the proc logistic, and you will be easily able to get it. Now let me show you the code after this. Okay, so you understand. Now weight of evidence for the first bin is coming 0.25, that is negative. So negative weight of evidence means it's not a good sign. Then you have a positive one, then again a negative one, then there are 3 positive one. Now this was the concept of fine classing. If I see the coarse classing, if you see, so I made an income band, this is fixed, pretty much clear up there. If you see here, now I have combined these two, this and this is combined together. So 5000 to 40,000, and we took the average as 0.5. Now you have 40,000, 80,000, rest of the bins remains the same. So this is the concept of fine and coarse classing. One more concept is very important. After checking all this, obviously you see that these are the defaulters. Okay, obviously what is percentage of bad is your defaulters. So there are 2 type of default customer, defaulters. Ones are who actually are defaulter because they have some business loss, they have zero salary, they have been fired from a company or something like that. There is another term called willful defaulters. Example is when you have a customer who can pay the amount but they don't want to pay the amount. For example, the case was Vijay Mallya. He had all the money to the pay to the banks, but somehow he chose to stay away from paying the whole money, and they kept on negotiating on the terms overall. So I should not call him a defaulter, but he was kind of a example of a willful defaulter. So all those people who say that they don't have the money but actually they have the money, they can pay the money, those are known as willful defaulter. So this is all concept clear. Okay, fine. Classic course classing. Before this video, information value, everything was covered. Okay, now let's me go to quickly the SAS University edition. This is the SAS free edition. You can also get it simply if you're coming first time on my channel. So go on Google, type SAS University edition free and you will get into this. Now let me increase the size. All of you can see. Okay, so step 1. Okay, step 1 talks about sample data. You can replace with your own choice of data set also, because I wanted to create a simple data. So here I have a data set, data, and the name of data is my data. This is the input. These are the variable age and target. Then data lines is used to take the input here. And these are the two column, age and what? Target. So let me run this. You click on this. It only run that part. So now you have a data set ready. This is the count, then you have age, then you have target. In SAS, always make sure you have certain window. One is your code window, then you have a log which tells how many observations and there are how many variables. So number 2 is your log. Number 3 is the result window, then you have the output window. Okay. So you focus on code, log and output. Result is sometime when you print the result, but I'm not printing here. Now, step 2 talks about after loading the data into your data set, what you do? We are using proc rank. Proc rank data, my data, then group 5 group. Okay. What is the meaning of group? That we are creating bin for continuous variable, which is the age. Age is a continuous variable because it's a consistently increasing thing. So I should be fully confident that you should not get confused, guys. Okay. Now, if I see there are 5 groups will be created, out will be binned output and variable is age, rank, age bins. So this is a simple syntax. Now let me run this. You select in SAS, the good thing is the piece of code which you select, only that part of the code will be running. So I click on this, this runs. Yeah, this is here. So you can see you have age bin, right? Age and target was already there. So there are 5 bin, 0, and bin always starts from 0. So the bins are created that these are part of the bin 0, then bin 1, bin 2, bin 3 and bin 4. This is clear. Let's go into the code back. Then you have calculate good versus bad. Okay, what is good customer? They will have a flag 0. Always remember, flag 0 means good customer. Flag 1 is a value, flag 0 is a neutral value. Okay, so flag 1 we should be considered more, obviously those are the defaulters. Now what I'm doing, I'm writing a proc SQL. So that is a form of SQL only. Proc SQL, there is a syntax, semicolon, then create table. This is the name of the table which will be created, and then select statement, age bin, then I'm taking the sum and I'm using the case statement. Case when is a syntax, when target is 0, then 1, else 0 as good customer, and case when target is 1, then set it as a 1, what the value, and else 0 and as a bad customer. Then take the count as a total count star I'm doing, so that you will get a complete count from, it's very much easy, from this table which you created up there, and then group by on the basis of age bin. So let me run only this piece of code. I select all this and then tick on this symbol, running person. Yeah. So you have a age bin, you have good people, how many good, how many bad, and then total of them, like 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3. So all of you can get it, and they belong to which age bin. So that is also mentioned here. Okay, all the bins value mentioned. Now let's go down. So binning concept is very much easy, guys. I hope it's very clear. Fine classing, coarse classing is nothing. It's type of binning. Okay. So now calculate total good and bad. So again, I'm using just proc SQL, simple. And then after that, focus on step number 5. This is more important. So I'm creating a data set, weight of evidence output, set bin summary which I created here, and percentage of good I'm calculating, then percentage of bad. So that is good divided by total, bad divided by total. If percentage of bad is greater than 0, that means you have in your data percentage of bad people, and percentage of good is also greater than 0, then weight of evidence is log of percentage good divided by percentage bad, which I just explained it to you, very easy. Else weight of evidence 0. Okay, and then information value concept is also there in the just before this video. There is a previous video, information value I explained. So that is percentage of good minus percentage of bad divided by, not divided by, multiply by weight of evidence. Okay, so that you will calculate. Let me run these two now together. So this is your value. Now let me explain the last piece of code, and then we'll run the whole code together so you see all the output in a sequence. Now I'm displaying weight of evidence because I already calculated it. So proc print is used to print the output which you will see in the result, and weight of evidence is the output, which is a data set which we created on the line number 48. Now I am just labeling the data, nothing I'm doing, I'm just giving a kind of a label name to all the column to make it much more visible, eye appealing and understandable for any of the user. Then step 7, total IV value, which is information value. Okay, so if you see, just using a simple SQL, I'm just putting a weight of evidence, not weight of evidence, information value, line number 72 to 74. Now I just select the whole code, run this. First, go to the output. Obviously, in output, you can see all these tables. These are all data sets which I created, but let's go to the result. Because in result, this will showing that total IV value is this much, which is 0.4585. I think it's a bit small for you guys, the font, but SAS University Edition is a free of cost, so that's why they are not giving much functionality here, obviously. So once you will run this, I will try to show you in this way. If you can see this, I hope this is much more better. So, but try to get a free version only. Don't pay so much for the paid version. You don't need that. Now, this is the output which proc print has shown. Age bin, 5 bins we created. Then count of good is there. Count of bad is there. Then total is there. Percentage or also calculated for them. Then the weight of evidence, which is the log percentage of good divided by percentage of bad. Then IV value, every bin. What is the IV value of each bin? Now let me zoom it out. Okay, so this is you see in the result. When I gave the proc print, after that this result was printed. If I don't give proc print, the result will not be printed. So let me summarize this video now. Okay, the code especially. Step 1, I'm just creating raw data. Step 2, creating the bins using the proc rank. You should be remembering in your interview proc rank why it's used. Then you have overall proc SQL to calculate the percentage of good and bad. Then calculate good and bad in the step number 5. Step number 4 basically. Step number 5 is all about calculating the weight of evidence and information value. Okay. Now step 6 is all about proc print. That's why you are able to see the output in the result. Now you can download this code directly from the GitHub account, and I will paste the link in the description box. So आप लोग वहाँ से इसको download कीजिए. Please use it for your own purpose, and I think this should be sorted. Please do comment if you like my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this effort, and I will be continuously delivering all the values to all of you. Thank you so much, guys. All the best.